Last week, I took David to the Bay Area to see a traditional Chinese medicine doctor for his muscular dystrophy. Since it was my first time traveling with him on a plane, I was very anxious beforehand about potential problems. David's biggest concern, as with every flight, was damage to his wheelchair. Before the trip, David called United Airlines to inform them that he would be checking in his electric wheelchair at the gate. On the day of our trip, we went to the Newark Airport United Airlines Wheelchair Assistance Desk to confirm the request and to further request an aisle chair for boarding. Airplane aisles are very narrow, and only specifically designed aisle chairs can be used to transport passengers with limited mobility from the gate to their seats. After security, we informed the gate agent of our needs. The agent was very helpful and prioritized our boarding. At the gate, David's assistant transferred him from his wheelchair to the aisle chair. Due to David's limited strength and balance, they fastened his seatbelt to prevent any falls. David's assistant held his head for support as the aisle chair agent pushed him from the gate to our seats. Meanwhile, I waited at the gate for the luggage staff to take David's electric wheelchair. I removed the wheelchair seat cushion, bubble-wrapped the joystick for protection, and took off the headrest. David had clear instructions printed and labeled on his wheelchair explaining how to lock and unlock the brakes for the luggage agent. I also explained the operating procedure in person to help their comprehension. Our flight lasted 5.5 hours. David limited his food and drink intake on the plane to avoid using the restroom. Upon arrival at the San Francisco airport, we waited for everyone to disembark before retrieving David's wheelchair. There was some delay, but after about 20 minutes, the aisle chair and his wheelchair finally arrived. David's assistant transferred him from the plane seat to the aisle chair and then back to his wheelchair. As expected, the wheelchair had some minor damage, but thankfully we were able to manage and continue our trip. We rented an accessible van. When we finally locked it in the parking lot, we discovered it was unlocked with a ramp already deployed. The rental company informed us that we could either use the van at our own risk or return it for a full refund. Since we couldn't go anywhere without an accessible vehicle, we decided to take the van, and fortunately, it functioned perfectly throughout the trip. Our first stop after leaving SFO was In-N-Out. We then checked into our hotel, whose accessibility features deserve a separate mention. Despite the encountered obstacles, we were all exhausted but grateful to have arrived in the Bay Area safe and sound. Flying with David was a humbling reminder of the privilege I enjoy by being able to travel so effortlessly.